Hello everyone, I'm the FrenchMonk and welcome to this very special event. Now on April 19th of this year I released a video titled 9 Years of Mountain Blade Napoleonic Wars, which is an incredible milestone for the game and for the community as well, as the DLC for Napoleonic Wars was released more than 9 years ago. Now if you haven't seen that video yet, then I highly recommend checking it out, as I did get some help from various YouTubers and community members to help make something really special. Now today's event, ties into that milestone, as the 33rd Regiment of Foot is actually now celebrating its 9 years of existence, and they do this in style, of course. Now this particular event is based around the iconic Battle of Waterloo, and we are now currently on server number 3. There's 3 servers, which it's spread over with more than 500 to 600 players. And yeah, we're on server 3 with the Farmhouse of Papelotte being on the siege. This is the farmhouse that is located on the left flank, if you're looking at it from the Allied perspective. And we got quite the attendance going on here on the server. Got the 33rd, obviously, the 102nd, got the RG, the 1st IVN, the 84th. So many players on the Allied side, and then on the opposing side we got the 45th, the PG 18PP, PG, more PG, so many players, all battling over this very iconic farmhouse with its lovely tower. Right there at the entrance, actually barricaded. Looks pretty cool. Then we got these gents trying to break down the door. This place being very well defended by the British. We got Colonel Raz here actually, trying to melee his way. Wow, nice kill there. Before being taken down himself. We're getting actually pushed back by the onslaught of French soldiers just pouring into the building. And we got a little bit of problems with the spectator cam. It's always difficult to try to get some good footage from inside a building. Alrighty. After a little bit of a technical issue there, we're back on the server. But yeah, this event is spread over 3 servers, and one of my co-commentators from last time, Chatman, or Chatopia, is actually on one of the other servers, commentating over this very same event. And there's 3 servers, so we got the first one, which is Hougoumont, I believe. They're trying to reenact. Then we got server number 2 with the Long Corps in the center, charging down the Allied line. And then we got this server, which is the Farmhouse of Papelotte. And I thought it would be cool to start this event with this one. And I'm also alone because I may or may not be able to fully record this event myself, so I don't want to bail out on any co-commentator I have with me in the channel mid-event, so that's why I'm alone. But we'll make do. We'll make do with the things we have here. 33rd Lieutenant Alec getting shot, almost died there. Just takes the bullet. Gandalf, private of the 33rd. And this is something I always liked about the 33rd events. They do this pretty well, these organized events, along with the role-played side of things and the various uniforms. That they integrate in this event to make it as unique as possible. And as close to the real thing as possible. So let's ooh, we got a Very decent line of Frenchmen going on here. See who these guys are. The 18 PP with Texas 77 PL leading his brave men towards the gatehouse and in, constantly under heavy fire from British muskets, or Allied muskets I should say, because we've got obviously that mix going on. It's not just the British who fought at Waterloo. Some lovely shooting going on here from the 33rd on these rooftops. They just have the perfect visibility for any Frenchmen they can see coming over that. And this is obviously what it's all about. We got the flag in the center that they need to try to keep under their control. We actually got some of the 33rd jumping down from the rooftops to try and help their friends who are desperately trying to keep a hold of this flag. We got a really solid barricade as well, preventing the French from actually jumping over. I think that it's way too high to jump over. Shoulder height actually. Oof, that was a devastating shot there. Yeah, invite Dr. Acula's assistant. Ooh, he actually hit him. Before getting shot down. Now there's also a roleplay effect to this whole event. There's some scripts in place for ranged damage reduction, or 70% ranged damage reduction actually, to increase the punishment that double rank lines can take. So double rank lines can actually take more damage before they take excessive casualties. Which these double lines are actually used more for the roleplay maneuvers and to comfortably push melee where they obviously wish. Which is pretty cool. Slight disadvantage towards the French side, as they have only 63 players against 90 defenders. Now I do have to say, well beforehand, that this event is, has been approached a little bit differently in terms of organization compared to the last one. And this time the regiment officers were more or less given more control over where they wanted to go and where they wanted to help, because all the three servers, these events, they take all at the same time, focusing on obviously different places of the Waterloo battlefield. And this one is obviously the siege, focusing on Papelotte, as I mentioned earlier, the left flank of the Allied lines. Alrighty, okay, so I was a little bit confused about what was happening. This is actually a battle now for the farmhouse instead of a siege. And here we got the lads of the RG. Along with the 33rd, forming a beautiful line, beautiful double column. Now they're setting up alongside the 33rd over here that was already present, pouring some devastating volleys on those poor Frenchies over there on the other side.
God save the king!
Here we got Colonel Robin. Probably doing a right face here and moving out. There we go. Unaware that they're being mirrored by the French lines over here, but these guys are quite... There's quite a few less compared to the other line. They're way outgunned. Outmanned. They have the advantage though of, well, this wall can't be breached, so... These guys will have to go all the way around. Rule Britannia indeed. This is the part of Napoleonic Wars that I really like. The roleplay aspect. I never liked doing it myself, but I always liked watching it. Something about it. With the 73 Colonel Martin covering this gatehouse. With the British pushing up on the, I believe it's the right flank. I think someone was actually throwing a bottle there. Quite the melee going on. There we have the 33rd pushing up. Along with some lights, I believe. These guys are the lights. Pushing into the building. Only a few Frenchmen or Polish up on the rooftops. In the form of the KK. Number 59. Corporal Lorenz. And there's... I was already listening to the tunes of screams and melee. Oh, that looked to me like that was a team kill from Papelotte. And look at the amount of British soldiers just pouring out of that gatehouse. That's insane. Pushing the Frenchmen to the brink. And they are way... yeah, they're outmanned. They need to pull back. Got Senti with a nice stab. 2 stabs even before being taken down. That was a beautiful display of melee there. We got Papa Weimar trying to take a pot shot at leader of Smeagol's. Then we got Xatos. Now we have the beacon on, I believe that's the final player of the French, yes, in a 1v2. Before being taken down by Colonel Raz of the Archie, who just got shot right there at the end by a teammate. That was a bit unlucky. But yeah, this so this is server 3. This battle will continue up until, I believe, a quarter past, maybe half past, and then they'll do they'll reenact Durland's attack. So it could be possible that after this round, because I want to check out more of this battle, it could be that we are gonna swap servers to either 1 or 2 and check out how it's going over there. Chaos Elite of the KK with Dart Killer up front, followed by Kanks Kesku, of Kesu even. And we have a beautiful double column from the PG. And we can actually see the British soldiers lining up in the distance. You can see the smoke there from the tree line. Some of them actually trying to take pot shots over here, this direction. We got Benoit, I believe is how you pronounce his name. Redressing his lads to have a little bit of a better angle on the allied soldiers down there. They're now reinforced by the 18th PP. Player here. Hussars. Lovely volleys. But they need to pay attention because they're getting a little bit outflanked themselves. So they're gonna try to push up. On this very regiment right here. The 33rd. With Blue Wing. Just standing there idle. Assume he's AFK. Making excellent cover of the bushes. Maybe the enemy doesn't see them yet. You actually could take a really good shot at the enemy now, they're retreating. Which they are getting some hits. And we got Burns. Colour Sergeant with the colours. Lieutenant George Holmes. Pushing his men forward. Now let's get a little bit closer to the farmhouse. And check out these guys right here. I think it's the RG. Yes, Colonel Raz and Colonel Robin trying to hold this side of the building. Now they're pushing up. Buildings under control of a few Frenchies with Vito. Unknown of the 45th N. And then we got Captain Mitchell. Actually, bottles being thrown at them by Daydan, a veteran of the 33rd. And then Dead Wolf. Oh, he fell down. Slowly but steadily, they're taking over the rooftops. We got Derpy Jordi, Colonel of the 33rd, in melee. Oh, that was a poke. And a stab up close. Saitama, trying to hold off these two. Wow, that was a really good block. Two at once. Oh, one of the soldiers pushed down. Did he survive? Yeah, he survived, okay. Sometimes if you're low on health, that such a fall can cause you to obviously die. Here you go. 102nd and the 84th. With George, private first class. Trying to get into this building. Let's try to follow him like so, because otherwise, who knows where I'll end up with the spectator cam. And I think this is the last guy, yeah? Yeah, there we go. Captain Mitchell. Down for the count. So here we are again with the mid-round. This is approached from a role-play point of view. As we got Delon's attack now in greater detail, with the French column on the right flank, on the right wing, facing off against the Allied cavalry counterattack. So these guys right here are gonna move up this ridge and face off against the Allied cavalry. Got the 18 PP user. Texas 77 PL again. Adoptuch. Hussars. Got the PG again. 45th then. Headless. And Jaziri. Of the 73 Centi. Look at these guys, nicely formed up. This is beautiful. Amazes me how many people still play this game. With this level of commitment. Cooperation. Absolutely amazing. Devastator holding up the colors. So now let's go check out the Allied point of view. Let's go check these guys out, who are looking for that sneaky flank. But obviously they're gonna have to wait a little bit before the French push up. Got the RG-84 Locklear. Troll Duden. And we've got Stable Boy Rage. They're all gonna form right here. Colonel Robin with spyglass out. In front of him, the French column. Already taking pot shots actually at the Allied. I'm not sure if that's Ooh! Some of the horses actually getting hit. And they're already moving out. Coming under heavy fire from those French, from this range. You have some reinforcements on their left, joining in with them. We actually got a cavalry charge. Coming over here. On the left, with the French forming a very quick square, more like a rectangle, and this is just brutal. And I think that cavalry just got massacred. Look at the amount of corpses on the ground. Lieutenant Colonel Clark trying to get it. A quick swipe there with the sword. Before the French I think they're all getting taken down now by the overwhelming amount of cavalry. Where it looked like the first wave of horsemen was quickly taken out, they are now all but slaughtered. Who needs tactics? Second Lieutenant Ominous in the chat. That was pretty brutal. Very brutal indeed. Alrighty, so that was that round then. I'll head off now to one of the other servers and check out what's going on over there, so I'll be right back. Alrighty, so we're actually on server 1 now, and when I was swapping to this server, I noticed the overall numbers spread out across the 3 servers. And it actually amounts to about 560 players, which is absolutely insane. The scale of this event is just incredible. So the thing with swapping to these servers, you never know what you may find yourself in terms of like what round, what's going on. It's just these rounds are all taking place simultaneously. I can only go from my notes and tell you that Jerome's division is attacking the orchard in front of Hougoumont, that we can see over there in the distance. And eventually, Prince of Orange is gonna have a blunder with the 5th KGL moving forward to relieve the farmhouse. Only to be caught in line by French cavalry. And I think actually from the notes it says the farmhouse La Haye Saint. So I'm not sure if that is what is going on right here, if this is still the mid-event. Let's check out these guys. Abo, Overster. Soldat Sven Tuva. Here we got Kvot with Mr. Green carrying the flag. Got some light infantry over here, skirmishing. 1st Brigade, 56E, Sir Arthur. With Gargi, Tobicek. And they're putting up some fire on these guys right here, crouching. Which is the 16th. With Major Greasy Greg. Their heads just about visible for the enemy. Now just standing up, they're gonna try to form up here. There we go. Lovely volley. They're actually supported by Cav over here. Northern Viking. Oh, dismounted. And killed. With a fine stab by this guy right here. If we can get a hold of him. Gunball. Now we got a melee going on right here with still some British support. Actually got some French hussars coming in now. Quite the melee, Sartre. Overwhelming odds. And taken down. Gumball is gonna have to hold them off. Which he still does. We actually got some French support here. In the form of the 4E. Or IVE. But that's actually the brigade or the corps, I guess. 21E then. With recruit down. Fighting against... Oh god. There's quite a few stabs. Oh my god, those are a lot of Frenchmen. With the Vieille Guard. Always nice to see the good old guard. With their respective uniforms. Trying to take down this last British soldier. Which they do. Emile de la Batte. Oh, still a British hussar. Trying to, well, take down the officer almost. Colonel LePage. Got lucky there. There we go. Got 92nd Corporal Thomas Thompson. With what I believe is the Brunswick uniform. Lieutenant Robert Sinclair. Lovely drummer. Got quite the line battle going on here, with some skirmishes on either flank. Oof. But it seems like the French are getting the better of it. Or the worse, I guess you could say. Yeah, they're, wow. I don't think I even need to, stress how many people got killed there. In that line formation and on the spot. And the admin is actually calling an all charge, so that means no more shooting. With two brave collar bearers moving forward. Before... Oh! That one was a little bit too late with taking out his weapon. Before the last Frenchman is taken out and the British are victorious. So now we're able to catch the live, or the start of the live round, I guess you could say. It's gonna be a reset quick. And we'll move over to the, oh, a little bit choppy there, to the French side. With the VG setting up here. And you may have noticed that I turned off the kills as well. As well as the icons that could appear above the heads of the team that you're on. And this just to give a little bit more of a cinematic feeling. And otherwise you're gonna have that left side of the screen just full of the kill feed. Which tends to happen in these types of events, with so many players. The 5e. With Lopet. We're gonna be setting up here, just below this ridge. But there we go, we got the first shots in coming from the French. And they also have a cavalry support. Here we go. The 55th. With Major Blitzkrieg. Oh, his comrade. Svenipu. Getting hit there. Oh, and one of his comrades actually in front of him took the bullet. That was pretty lucky. Colonel Art of Killing. Let's see if he masters the art of war. Most of the shots, I think, visually landing on this little bump here. Not sure if it's actually visually, because sometimes it tends to happen that you got the visual effect of the round landing, but then your shot still finding its mark. But either way, it looks like the Allies have a little bit of an advantage with a lot of Frenchmen killed at this one spot again. This is really not going well for the VG, I think it is. Yeah, Guillaume. And Caporal Reynaud. Oh god. I think the it does show that the roleplay scripts are in effect. They are getting less damage than usual, as mentioned in one of the first rounds. There's a script when you have a double column. You tend to have a 70% reduction in well, in receiving damage, but now they're in one column. I think this guy right here got hit in the leg. Gautier, 5th of 5e. Ooh, leg, maybe upper leg, belly. Doesn't look too great though. Quite the line battle. And we got Robert Hogan of the 92nd saying hiya. Hi back. Lovely to be here. It's always great to see these battles take place. It's always a lot of fun. I really do enjoy watching them. Maybe if there's a 10th version, I'll actually be on the field. I'll be fighting amidst these guys right here. Oh, we got a a lone French hussar just coming out of the bushes. And actually getting a kill, along with the help of his comrade, who is still mounted. Oh, and that's the spectator cam for you if you click away. Sometimes he just completely switches to another person. Don't know where. Oh, they're still going on right there. Ah, okay, he got dismounted, but there's actually a lot more hussars left than I originally thought, and they're fighting in the bushes. Got stabbed. It's a 1v2, always difficult with a musket to fight against, yeah, multiple people with swords, but it's taken down eventually by Gibus. And this is quite the maze with these hedges right here. Can only assume how difficult it is for the officers in the lines to navigate. But they seem to be doing a pretty good job. And this looks like a very big line. Well, no, not a line. A light skirmish formation. Supported by multiple lines. Though a lot of them have already seen quite some action, you may notice the reduced numbers. The 77Y, there we go. Oh, what a reverse. That was really well planned. Some of the British caught off guard completely in that reverse, and they are... Oh, we got a team kill by Xispas. Oh, quite the jump there. Fighting against Chambering, who didn't manage to chamber. Okay. Traxons. A 2v... Oh, no, never mind. Scrap that. 1v2, 1v1. And, oh, you got the stab on him. 2 stabs, and Chuckster, I should say, is victorious on this little field, on this patch of of the entire battle. But there's quite a few enemies that he's gonna be up against. think about 22 now. They don't notice him. This guy doesn't, at least. Oh, pulls out his saber. Are they gonna let the 1v1 happen? No, they're not gonna do that. Does get a stab, 2 stabs even, before getting taken down. It was actually a really good try there. Chucks are actually taking the lead on the scoreboard. And that was the end of the round. Cool stuff. That was lovely. So here we are back with what appears to be the last round of this special event. We got the British setting up and forming a square, hopefully, which it doesn't look much like a square right now. But they're going to have to defend this flag right here. 21 here, Raptor. Alright, the admin is actually resetting to help the UK. Setting up a square seems to be a little bit difficult. There we go. Got the 55th already forming this side of the square. Thing is, you don't want to have the square or the edges of the square formed up too far from the flag, or you'll make it very difficult for yourself with the amount of men you have to form up. Looks like the flagpole is gonna end up outside of the square if they don't pay it too much, or if they don't pay any attention. There we go. A lot of people seem to be a little bit confused. Squares have 6 sides. Just beautiful. All these regiments working together. Got a little bit of a hole here. I hope they're gonna plug it. They got 10 seconds to do so. Before 60 bots, 60 French bots commanded by 2 officers are going to charge them. Toby check. We got 16 Corporal Metal in the center of the square, alongside Lieutenant Lone Beast. Oh, I think I already see the cav coming. There we go. There they are. Fire away, lads. Oh god, that is amazing. They're holding alright. They withstood that first impact really well. And the cavalrymen are actually pulling back. Let's go. Very nicely done by this side. The other side didn't really have to do anything. Well done. Well fought by the lads of Abo Corps, I believe it is. Abo Vanrijk, Mr. Green. Tefori here. Yeah, that was really well. Let's see. Oh, there's more bots incoming. So they managed to withstand one wave. Let's see if they can withstand this one. That is just epic. Skill mole of the 16th. Oh, it's getting a little bit choppy. That's because of the amount of people on one frame, or one screen I should say. So sadly the ending, I'm not going to be able to make it for the screeny. Because as mentioned, I'll have to go. But I'm gonna plug in Chatman, who is actually commentating. I believe on this very same server now. Yeah, there we go. So you're gonna be able to see some different points of views from him. So I'll be linking his video in the description down below, or maybe in the video itself. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching my point of view, my commentating. Though it's not as proficient or as skilled as Mr. Chatman himself. I do hope I managed to entertain you a little bit with these images, with these lovely scenes of the Napoleonic era. And yeah, that was it from my side. I hope you enjoyed watching. And I will see you in the next one. Take care, everyone.